It's Work Wednesday, and here we are ready to get some work done to create your federal resume. I'm Lisa, and I've already done the heavy lifting for you. Having myself been in the military and now working for the federal government, security is of utmost concern. While I don't analyze security systems, I do very much as part of my everyday work ensure that security systems for which I have governance are not compromised. My goal is to provide you with as much information as you'll need to increase your chances of getting a referral when you apply for a position with the federal government. And in order to get that referral, you'll need a resume that shows up in the search as highly qualified. You're smart. Your light is on. You know that working for the federal government is a golden ticket to stable employment, phenomenal career advancement opportunities, higher earning potential, and most of all, a solid retirement. Wisdom is knowing which bridge to burn down and which one to cross. I'm paving a way by providing you with proof and insights as well as my experiences here on Easy Federal Resumes and more. It's your choice to cross the bridge and burn down the traditional ways of thinking about how best to write a federal resume. The problem was, or might still be to you, that it's just too damn hard to get a federal resume done. So you either gave up, wung it with little success. Well, together, we're going to have greater success, one job description at a time, and the tutorial to support the rest. If you haven't watched this video, you need to. It's the foundation of Work Wednesdays to create a federal resume that reflects your professional experiences and use all of the 5,000 characters for every job you've held. Today, we're all going to work in cybersecurity. Let's bring in the voice of doubt yet again.
How in the world am I going to get a job in cybersecurity? Lisa, I'm too old.
I haven't finished my degree, and I only work in security.
I never get enough of doubters. If you are a former military member and you've worked in system command or operations division, maybe you've worked as a civilian in physical security or network surveillance. You have more experience than I do, that's for sure. But I still found tasks that I performed as a logistician and as a business owner. Don't underestimate what experiences you might have had. While not every shoe fits, it's still a benefit for you to see what's available as you work towards filling out your employment history with as many verifiable skills as you can. We're going to compile a concise, succinct, and extensive profile, which, as you know, is your federal resume. And we're going to do it easily because, as you know, that's what we do. I'm not trying to kill anybody death by PowerPoint. Some terms I'm going to reference, but most will only be seen on the slide for you to read and write down. All along the way, I'll be, as I am now, stretching your understanding. Stick with the exercise. Watch the slides, pause, and write down the sentences that you can use. Rinse and repeat, or reps. As a security professional, you will also look for needed security controls to identify vulnerabilities and protect digital files and electronic infrastructures. We must all be engaged in supporting plans that are put in place to safeguard ourselves as well as our computers from accidental, unauthorized modification, destruction, or disclosure of information. As you can see in these slides, I've added positions for which you could apply with the skills identified. I'm also bringing back to memory the hiring authorities for which you could be qualified. Don't let any advantage that you could apply for go unused. Is the job open to only people with disabilities and not the public? If you don't have your Schedule A letter in place, shame on you. You, sir or ma'am, need to start here. Start with this video to determine if you qualify for a Schedule A hiring authority. Smart people, don't take for granted the level of experience you have. That's the value of wading through the diverse Work Wednesdays that I'm posting. A fully completed profile, aka resume, should encompass a potpourri of skills. And in doing so, you'll be more capable of building a bridge that you can cross into a multitude of opportunities. When we've moved material from one end of the warehouse to another end of the warehouse worker at the time just perceived themselves as moving a pallet from point A to point B. What they didn't realize, but I knew, is that they parked a brand new pallet of computers right beside the exit door. That keyword statement, recommend information security enhancements to management, you probably won't find that in any other position. But if you are looking for work in a secure environment, if you've had that same experience that I had and for which I was recognized for, you can write down as your knowledge, skills, or ability to do so, because that's smart. I want you to weave in your accomplishments. Did you maintain security for 4 facilities spanning over 300 acres, or supervise a team of employees in a warehouse for which you provided oversight to ensure their compliance with safety procedures? Maybe you've supported the department remotely with computer issues ranging from simple error to assessing critical control performance indicators. It would not be surprising if you would have worked in management that you also have trained staff and oversaw the use of information security standards, policies, and best practices, aka personnel information, which, working with the federal government, is your name, birthday, address, just to name a few. If you can't write dozens of complex sentences on your own, you're like the rest of us. It's draining to come up with so many keywords and phrases. But you're smart, and you can use these. Better to use them than to lose them. As typical, a great many of the sentences are not duplicate information, which is the key to your success. There is no value in repeating your skill sets. I just topped it off with more than 300 keywords, and most definitely, if you've used them all, you've used 3,000 characters in security and cybersecurity. It is my prayer that the information I'm providing you with helps you meet the desires of your heart and get your foot in the door to the career that you're seeking. When you do become part of working for the federal government, it's the responsibility of all the employees to monitor suspicious activities and to maintain ourselves a standard of compliance for the processes for which we have control. One such activity, as simple as it may seem, is securing our personal identification information, PII, as I mentioned earlier. If you're a civilian, I can assure you that when you become a federal employee, it places you at a significant position of our country's national defense. The front chair line, I like to call it, is a line of defense that is critical to our country. And that you're now a significant player in reducing fraud, waste, and abuse in your organization. See something, say something. Woo! I've done my work today. Now it's up to you. See you next Wednesday when we'll work on yet another profession that just might be the one that you have set your sights on. Bye-bye for now. None of which can you do without being able to submit your resume that stands out and says, hey, I have the knowledge, skills, and ability to do just that.